What's up, YouTube? I'm Cory, and welcome to my channel, Let's Talk with Cory. But before I get into today's reaction video, wherever you are in the world today, I mean wherever you are in the world today, I really do hope you're having a great day. Let me pause and give a shout out to my subscribers. Whether you've been with me since day one or you're just checking in for the very first time, thank you for your support. I really appreciate it. So guys, I'm going to go into an article about Tory Lanez, who appears to be afraid for his life while locked up in prison in North Kern State Prison in California. And we're going to find out a little bit about, I had to do a little digging to find out a little bit about that particular state prison. But I'm going to go into the article about Tory Lanez is being scared for his life in prison after Megan Thee Stallion shooting. And this was published September 24th, page 6. They've been hot lately. It says here, Tory Lanez is fearful for his life in jail after being found guilty of shooting Megan Thee Stallion. Sources exclusively tell us Tory is scared for his life and safety in prison. He feels like he is an instant and direct target because of his celebrity status. Now, this is what the sources tell page 6. It continues. The rapper arrived at the North Kern State Prison in Delano, California last week after being sentenced to a decade behind bars. Wow. So he got 10 years. I didn't know that. Now you guys know that if you didn't know. TMZ has reported that he's been held in administrative segregation because of his high-profile status, which keeps him largely apart from other inmates. So in other words, they've already kind of gone the extra mile to keep him segregated from the at-large population at that prison. According to the outlet, Lanez is escorted to the showers where he bathes by himself, and if he chooses to spend time in the yard, he'll be the only one in the fenced-off area. Well, okay then, so if you're pretty much by yourself right now, what are you afraid of? Yeah, that's okay. But anyway, that's what sources are saying. He stands in at 5'3", so his size is definitely a setback, which a source says, and the insider added, he is housed with real hardcore criminals, murderers, so he's really hoping that his lawyers will be able to continue to fight for his freedom while still maintaining his innocence. The whole thing is a mess. And it further says here, just this month, and this is talking about the facility, North Kern State Prison, says just this month, another inmate at the same facility who was reportedly serving sentences for multiple killings was charged with first-degree murder in connection to the untimely death of his cellmate. Oh, okay, so, they killing each other up in there. So he pleaded not guilty in the case. A former inmate at the same prison was convicted this month of attacking 2 staffers in 2020. All right, so they got problems over there. All right, I guess we can understand why he's concerned. The 31-year-old rapper Lanez was sentenced to 10 years in August. He was found guilty of shooting rapper Megan Thee Stallion in the feet after the pair left a party at Kylie Jenner's home in Los Angeles in 2020. Said our insider, his family is concerned for him as well, especially his dad. He has been in contact with his family, and they are all trying to keep his spirits up. The sources said of Lanez, he's definitely had his moments where he has teared up, and that in jail he is realizing who his real friends are. That's a typical, people, when you're out there in the free world, everybody love you. Everybody got your back. Everybody's team Tory Lanez till you get locked up. Since TMZ reported that he'll be moved, will be moved from his current state prison home to another facility when authorities decide where he should serve the rest of his sentence. So this is basically temporary. Lanez pleaded not guilty to 3 felony charges in December, including assault with a semi-automatic firearm, as well as carrying a loaded, unregistered firearm in a vehicle and discharging a firearm with gross negligence. It says here the recording artist has maintained his innocence and stated in an Instagram post in August, I have never let a hard time intimidate me. I will never let no jail time eliminate me. Regardless of how they try to spin my words, I've always maintained my innocence, and I will always will, he added. In no way, shape, or form was I apologizing for the charges I'm being wrongfully convicted of. Lanez has vowed that he'll continue to fight the case posting that I refuse to apologize for something I did not do. I faced adversity my whole life, and every time it looked like I would lose, I came up on top. This is nothing but another moment where my back is against the wall, and I refuse to stop fighting till I come out victorious. Tough times don't last, but people do. Hey man, that's the way you keep your head up as you're trying to deal with the issues that you've been faced with. So, that's a positive, and stay positive. Again, I can't say whether he did or didn't do this. The court of law made that decision. And so, guys, it is what it is. Reps for the rapper, whose legal name is Daystar Peterson, did not get back with us for comment. This is page 6 again. Megan Bourne, Megan Javon, Ruth Pete give a victim impact statement in the case. In the case that reportedly read in part, he not only shot me, he made a mockery of my trauma. He tried to position himself as a victim and set out to destroy my character and my soul. And this is Megan Thee Stallion. So I'm going to go to a pause for a second. I'm going to go to another article that tells us whether this North Kern State Prison, where Tory Lanez is basically being held until they make a decision on where he's going to go next. So I'm going to pause and I'm going to get to that article. I'm back. The title of this article from Co-op, looks like coopwb. I don't know what this site is, but I'll try to COOPWB, could be Co-op WP. And this was dated September 21st. Is North Kern State Prison truly as dangerous as its reputation? Insights into Tory Lanez's recent transfer. That is the title of this article. On September 21st, 2023, Tory Lanez, the renowned Canadian rapper, began his 2.5-year sentence at North Kern State Prison for an assault with a firearm, which we already covered in the last article. This maximum security prison in Delano, California, is notorious for its dangerous environment, housing some of California's most violent criminals. This transfer raises concerns about Lanez's safety given the prison's history of violence and inmate-on-inmate assaults. Here's a summary. It says, a summary of North Kern. It says, is North Kern State Prison dangerous? And of course, apparently it is. North Kern State Prison has garnered a reputation for being perilous, housing a myriad of violent offenders. The facility's credibility is further strained by the recent transfer of Tory Lanez, creating waves of anxiety about his well-being. So I guess we get an understanding now of why Tory Lanez feels unsafe in this particular institution. Here's some of the events that took place. April of 2015, event guard shot. Guard injured after being shot while patrolling a yard. Well, who was he shot by? Another guard trying to shoot an inmate? Who knows? April 2023, inmate stabbed to death. It's in summary, a brutal murder where one inmate was killed by another. And then May, which is the following April of the same year, 2023, inmate found dead in a cell. Inmate's death was declared a homicide after he was found lifeless in his cell. So that's enough for me, right? I mean, Tory Lanez, I feel you. North Kern State Prison overview. Nestled approximately 20 miles north of Bakersfield in Delano, California, North Kern State Prison is home to roughly 4,000 inmates. I think it's men only. Designed as a maximum security institution, it's become a hub for some of California's most threatening criminals. Tory Lanez transferred to North Kern State Prison. He's recently transitioned to the prison on September 21st. As I've said 3 times, it says it has heightened fears about his security, amplifying these apprehensions with the release of his disheveled mugshot, which you'll see, you guys, you saw in my thumbnail. I mean, good Lord. I mean, celebrity. I mean, he's a celebrity. Couldn't fix him up better than that, which spread like wildfire across the internet. I mean, he looks like he's a POW. I mean, god damn. Anyway, disturbing incidents at North Kern State Prison. So I've already covered that. Talked about 2015 and then April and May of this year. Terrible incidents. I mean, what are they doing to up the ante on, ensuring that inmates are safe? We know they're locked up for a reason, but they're still human beings and they still deserve to be protected just like people in the public. I mean, good Lord. I mean, again, They're there for a reason, but that doesn't mean that their standards of living should be any different other than the fact that they're locked up. Inmate safety and dangers in prison. While all correction facilities present risk of violence, maximum security prisons like North Kern State Prison, which accommodates the state's most dangerous criminals, significantly elevate these threats beyond the menace of physical violence. Inmates grapple with risks like infectious disease and even suicide. I mean, this is blankety blank terrible. And so in conclusion, it says, undoubtedly, North Kern State Prison remains one of the most dangerous prisons, proven by its history riddled with violence and inmate-on-inmate assaults. With Tory Lanez recent transfer, one is left pondering, is North Kern State Prison dangerous? Hell yes, dangerous. Yes, it is. The recurring incidents at the facility seem to shout a resounding yes. And hey, guys, I'm going to end it there. One, do you care about the conditions at that prison? Do you care about Tory Lanez? Because, obviously there are people feel like he's guilty. Some people feel like maybe he's not guilty. But the bottom line is he's in a dangerous place. You guys leave a comment. And as always, thanks for watching. Until the next time, let's talk with Cory. Let's talk with